On Tuesday, the Minister of Niger Delta Affairs, Senator Godswill Akpabio, inaugurated a 3-member steering committee appointed by President Buhari to manage the affairs of the NDDC pending the inauguration of the board of the agency. Now, the steering committee's mandate is to man the affairs of the NDDC through the period of the forensic probe of the board as ordered by the President. The steering committee is to be chaired by Mrs. Joy Nunye. She will be the acting managing director of the commission. There have been controversies over the steering committee's intervention, and we have a member of that committee, Dr. Cairo Ojougboh, who is the acting executive director of projects. He joins us from Abuja studios to clear the air on some of the issues. We'd like to welcome you to the program. And now, following the screening of names submitted by the President to the Senate, screening for the NDDC board, why shouldn't they be inaugurated immediately?
Thank you very much, Madam. Well, you understand that I want to make it clear that there is no confusion whatever. There is no controversy about what is going on. The President sent the list to the Senate, and in the course of the process, the leaders of the Niger Delta, elders and everybody complained that the conduct and the processes and the ongoings in the Niger Delta Development Commission did not meet the aspiration of the founders and the purposes for which the commission was set up. The governors also of the entire South went to meet Mr. President and complained that, look, the place has become a conduit pipe for corruption, and that it's a child's play, that something needs to be done. The President said, okay, right there and then, that he will set up a forensic audit to look at the operation of the commission from inception from 2001 to 2019. That is to date. He said specifically, and I quote, he said, until after the forensic audit, before I will take a decision on the way forward in the management of the board of the NDDC. Meanwhile, a situation arose. A lady has been in the NDDC from the days of Ompadek, and she was the acting MD. But the President said, no, that cannot continue, because she and her board, they are members, they are interested in this, in the ongoing problems in the NDDC. The President said, therefore, this acting MD will not be allowed to oversee the functions of the audit, the forensic audit teams that are coming. He also said that, look, the new board that is coming, that has just been screened, that it should be put on hold, because he doesn't want them to go there and interfere with the ongoings and the options. He doesn't want them to interfere with the operation of the forensic team, because the sitting team, the management of the sitting, as at the time of the forensic auditing, must not have interest. So the President had to now look for persons who do not have interest at all in the NDDC.
Finally,
for instance, the MD, Joy Nunye, has never been a contractor there. I have never been a contractor there. And the acting executive director of finance has never been a contractor there.
All right. And finally, I must ask you, just before we go, Dr. Ojougboh, how long will the forensic audit take, and what's really the directive given by the President on the modus operandi of the steering committee so far?
Yes, the modus operandi of the steering committee so far is this. Number one, go and ensure that the forensic auditors are giving full cooperation. There will be 10 forensic, the tenders will be open today. There are 10 forensic auditors, 1 for 9 of the states each, and then one for the headquarters of the NDDC. Therefore, the President, in his wisdom, has said that let this committee that has just been screened, yes, he's not tampering with it. You relax. Let the forensic audit be completed. Let the interim committee supervise the the auditors, so that there will be no confusion, so that the incoming people will not be tainted. They will not influence what is going on with the audit, because they too will become an interested party. As there is temporary. Now, this is the interesting thing in the whole scenario. You see, the problem with this country is that we have to begin to be serious people. A member of the Senate, and God bless the Senate president, a very nice man. The deputy Senate president, nice people. But a member of the Senate that has serious interest in the NDDC, one man that has over 300 contracts, about 120 of them has been paid for completely and nothing done, is the person who has the ultimate interest.
Who is the person? What's his name?
In the National Assembly. As I'm not calling names, I will not call names, but people know what I'm talking about. Because you see, the NDDC was not set up for the benefit of the National Assembly or for the benefit of the elites. It was set up for the benefit of the rural dwellers in the Niger Delta. It was set up for the people of Niger Delta. It's not that God puts you in a position of responsibility. You 300 jobs.
I wish we had more time, and it will also give us some perspective, so to speak, if we had an idea of who you were talking about, the senator, in that respect. But perhaps this is an issue we will come back to. We'd like to thank you, Dr. Cairo Ojougboh. We'd like to thank you for your time on the program. That's how we wrap things up. Thank you for watching Friday's edition of Lunchtime Politics. I'll see you soon.